This should be like a new series. I call like
In Bed with Joe.
In Bed with Joe. Yeah, this should be great. It's 60.
Yes, there are 2 males and a female. in
Ooh
this bed.
yeah.
Or 2
Get over
females.
it.
2 males and a female.
Yeah, there you
Get
go.
over
Right,
it.
or 2 males and a female.
Get
or
over
2 males and a female. That's an ugly bitch if that's
Get
a
over
female.
3 males?
Or 3 males and a baby.
I'm okay with that.
3 males and a baby.
And a pizza place.
In a pizza place. In a satchel. Alright. Anyway, we're in bed right now.
Oh, it's so warm.
It's toasty. Okay, we should start talking.
Well, so this review is about the con today. I don't know the official title of it, so...
New York Horror Show. That's what it's
Okay.
called. It's the first annual, I think, technically speaking.
First annual, so they're putting a lot of pressure on it to be a success.
First anal.
Never a good experience, but you know.
Oh.
For real. I told you, I bashed my own head against the headboard. Too deep.
Anyway, for like I guess a first ever con, it's not bad.
It wasn't. Like,
wasn't
it was
bad.
kind of really dead in the beginning, but when me and Paul went outside for a cigarette, some guy was saying, like, every con you go to, the first few hours is dead.
Oh yeah, it's always because it started at 10, and yeah, and once like what noon, 1 o'clock rolled around, and like, oh, people are here. Okay, you know.
Yeah, like,
That was good.
She should include some pictures at the end of this.
Or during this.
Oh yeah, right there. But I'm gonna do it. Right here is me. One of the good ones. You love it. I know you do.
Oh god.
No, but they had a lot of interesting vendors that we didn't get to see until the end because you know we actually had
Well,
time.
I was at my table the entire time.
But she made sales,
A little
which is
bit.
always which is
Woo! Scissor me timbers. Okay.
no, but yeah, they had a lot of interesting vendors, a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, they did.
It was small,
Oh yeah, it's in.
which was
It's fine.
it was cozy.
Yeah. Oh god.
It was, but I was in drag, of course, and I feel like this wasn't the con for that. But really, when is there ever the con for that?
Right.
'Cause,
Exactly.
no one like me. I
Right.
look good though. I did, but I just should have been more bloodied up. That's my only thing with that. But the con was cute.
The violence should have been more domestic.
We'll leave it at that. Yeah. Yeah, it was small.
Yeah. It's small, like I've talked about, like Spring Fest and all that stuff. Like Spring Fest was in like a gym at the like a freaking NYU Polytech school in Brooklyn. This one is in like a hotel in the middle of nowhere in Long Island.
Fuck Egypt.
Where your phone like network like drops and comes back out of nowhere, and that's weird because we're still in civilization.
Oh yeah. She's
Yeah.
gonna kill us.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. Anyway, so then, anyway, but it's in like a little like ballroom kind of thing, which is cool because it wasn't very like it wasn't like too packed nor like it was like too sparse because I've done cons where like it's only a few tables, but you and your table like the next table is like what the fuck, like we're in a farmland or something. So I've been to ones where like they spread out way too much and it's a little ridiculous.
No,
yeah.
that sounds a little ridiculous. But yeah, like I actually enjoy the spot that we got.
Oh yeah, I was really glad.
Why am I saying we? Like I have a stake in this. And then you got.
I'm really glad I got a wall space. I was really
Me
hoping.
too. It's better because like after walking through the floor, everyone was so on top of each other.
I know.
They had a lot of shit.
They did, and well, a lot of them like those vendors, they sell like a lot of like big items. I'm selling like prints, so. And
No,
most
but I
of
saw other people with like regular prints too. Like I saw some tables that sold like did what you did,
right.
but their setup was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
looking at it was so like even the walkway on the floor. At least we have that booth next to us, which is a little big.
Right.
We're at the corner, so
Right.
we have that turn space.
Yeah.
Which I think is good. So you got a good location.
Yeah, because I've done like the first ever con with Glee and Mo we were like this in the sense the front line, but there was like a table behind us, and we had the douchebags next to us, which would be a long story. We'll have to get to that some other day. But we were so cramped in that space, and it's like the three of us in one little tiny table. Yeah, that's a story for another day. But yeah, with that, and then you have your bags and stuff with your prints or whatever shit, and you're bumping into everyone behind you, and you don't mean to, but it just happens. That's why I do like having like a wall space and stuff. Like. Also, like, if I didn't have a wall space, how the fuck would that awesome banner would go up,
We would have found a way.
I know, we would have found a way.
Paul just stand on the chair for all day.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I have to complain about. 10 to 7 was long.
That's how long I usually work.
That was fucking long. Well, I came off of like 24 hours with no sleep, I had to work and shit.
Yeah.
But it was long. Like, after a while, I just had to, like,
come up here and climb.
I had to not because I was losing it. It was good, but for a first con, I understand.
And it wasn't bad. I've been to cons that have been around like for 10 years, and it's like, really? You haven't fixed everything by now,
Right, but I do like the fact that there were the people who were there at Walker Stalker as well.
Yeah, there were a lot of people we ran into from Walker Stalker. Not a complaint.
She got recognized, which is good.
Which, a couple times.
We won't mention that one. Oh God. The Oh God one.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
That's another video too.
Yeah, I was like,
remember?
Yeah.
Oh, she was in a makeup competition.
I was.
It was rigged.
It was rigged. Well, it was very like last minute. Like the thing is, usually when you have these kind of contests, you kind of sign up prior. Like usually, if it's like anything like a cosplay contest, on like the con website, you sign up for it, and then you know when and where all that shit, right? This one was just like, I was doing makeup on him, and all of a sudden this woman comes up to me and says, "Hey, you're a makeup artist?" I was like, "Bitch, you see what I'm doing," And
I really wish that was.
Yeah, right. And she was like, "Hey, we have this contest coming, yada yada." And the paper only had like 3 names on it, And I was like, "That's fine." Turns out I was like number 4 of 5 artists, which is still fine. It's still like a good amount of us there again because it's so small. And then they were like, "Yeah, you're gonna get your model," and you're thinking model. So then when we met up, they were like, "Oh yeah, you're each gonna get a guy and a girl," and I'm like, "Okay," but they don't tell you who your model is, and it was literally just like, you go with you, and a lot of people got like the male and female of pretty much around the same age. I got like a middle-aged woman and a young guy, so I had like this like 20.
Middle age is being generous.
Yeah, and I got like this 20-year-old kid, so I had like a very like large range. I wasn't sure what to do, and then I just kind of like threw whatever I could on there. And it's one of those competitions, pageants as they called it. You either win or you lose. There's no like second, third, whatever place.
But the good thing was she got to do makeup on other people.
Yeah, that was fun.
And it looked really good.
It looked pretty.
You post those pictures too.
Yeah, click. Yeah, and then on our way back from dinner, I got us lost because I couldn't read a map for a hot minute, and instead of going right, we went left, and then we hit a really, really dark road, and all I kept thinking was like a deer coming out or a killer with a chainsaw and all that stuff, and he said that was going to be our horror film, that was it like the based on our life, like the horror films, like based on a true story.
Yeah, or should we just die?
Where 3 weird minorities are on... or in a town full of white people. I swear, not to play the race card, but we were really like the only people of color in this con, and it was slightly uncomfortable to a degree.
That was selling art. The rest that were of ethnicity, we were selling coffee, Ganoderma, I don't know if you ever heard of it, and I think some other shit. I told you, a friend of mine used to sell it.
Yeah.
I never followed it.
But yeah, it was kind of funny. And then once like 5:30, 6 o'clock rolled around, everyone had a drink in their hand. Like it was like clockwork. Like every person. I came back after the pageant.
It's Miller time.
After I came back from the pageant, like I noticed like a bunch of people's tables had like beers on them, and then people walk around like with like alcohol. I was like, whoa! And then we were leaving for dinner, and there's this wasted couple practically, and they had a drink in their hand. They're like giggling coming out of the elevator. I was like, damn.
Across from us was drinking Red Stripes.
Were they looking at you like Red Stripe, being mad racist?
Hey man!
Because they think like you're black, right?
It's all the same.
It's all the same. He has dreads, even though he doesn't. You know, they just think that.
We'll have a video to show you guys after this.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'll do this one again next year, because this was very last minute, especially because it is a month apart from Walker Stalker to this. It was fine, like, it was a good last minute scramble, but it's actually also very horribly panic inducing. And then it fucked up with the wallet too. Like I said, I know I'm gonna do Walker Stalker again, so I'll definitely do that. This one, I'm not sure. It'll be one of those, I don't know, kind of things. It's
I'll
also,
just stew for a few years. Come back when I get my pump.
yeah,
But I mean, for first time, it was pretty decent.
yeah.
I'm not disappointed.
And this hotel isn't that bad. Like, the reviews I read were acting like a Motel 6. Where they were saying, like, the sheets were all gross. I'm like, I don't know what room you stayed in, but we're fine. Like, that wall over there isn't the best and might seem slightly water damaged.
But it happens, like.
But it happens. But again, I've stayed in places where you're like, oh, you flip the pillow over, you're like, oh.
As long as it's not musty.
When I walked in here, it smelled like a nursing home, though, the first time.
Like death or like sanitary.
Like hospital, like clean, like
Or human insides.
human insides. Yes, it smells like human insides. The insides of humans. Human, same as kuman.
Like Conan Shrew.
I don't know where that one came
I
from.
don't know where the fuck that came from.
I'm tired
It's
of
like
lying.
3 bags of Cheesecake Factory over there.
Yeah, we eat like fucking pigs.
We are fat asses, and that's another thing. King size bed's the only thing that could fit the 3 of us here. The belly slap time. Ah! Don't touch my boob. Sorry.
Continue.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Comment.
Oh yeah. What was it? Was it rate? What's the thing that everyone says?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Comment. Like.
Tell them about our concept
What about our concept?
that we did for makeup.
We mentioned it already. It was a domestic abuse thing, you know.
I smacked that biatch.
Yeah, and
Big
then
hand strong, son.
I didn't bring home the Hennessy.
Next time you remember.
God, your nails scratched me, Jesus. Oh God.
Is that it?
Your
Are we
coke
done?
nail? I don't know. I think that's it. We're gonna have a sexy night tonight.
Yes. Cue porn music.
I'm
I'm going for seconds.
Ah!